Alright folks, this is Walker Dog. Thanks for watching these videos. This is round 7, or the semifinals of the premier event. And I'm playing against AndersT, who plays Elves every time, and he's pretty good with them. He might not be the best person playing Elves in the classic PEs in any given event, but he's usually very close to it. Although he always seems to get screwed in the mirrors. He'll always lose the dice roll, or the other guy always has a bunch of Wirewood Hive Masters. It's really ridiculous, and I'd be pissed if I was him. Now here you can see I kept a pretty strong hand against Elves. I can kill their first guy and Chalice against the second, but guess what he gets? The nuts. I don't mean the nuts in general. Like, normally this is only a good hand, but like, it's perfect against me. It's really frustrating. My Chalice at 1, which shuts off my own top, but he can't go off theoretically, except he can make a 1/1 every turn. Great. Here I play Standstill, and that was absolutely incorrect. I should have at least sat on it and hoped. And this is pretty much how this game goes. Like, I try to out aggro him, and it doesn't really work because he can just keep making 1/1 skull clamp. And watch what he did. Like, this is actually kind of a heads up play by him. It may be obvious, but I like it. He makes his dude a 3/2 every turn and attacks. Seems pretty good. Draw 2, hit you for 3 every turn. Whereas I'm hitting him for 2 every turn. So, yeah. And I can't really afford to give him the cards for Standstill. I can't play anything through Chalice. I can't play my top. I think, yeah, I see Standstill. I don't know if I can see. And, oh, okay, he goes on defense. I don't draw anything that's that relevant. Like, if I'd drawn engineered explosives that I could play for either 1 or 3, I might have kept going. Maybe for 1. Because that makes his squirrel tokens just 1/1s, which is good, but not that great against me. Or I might have played it for 3 so that he can only have these 3 scroll tokens and he has to figure out how to get past my stuff. But given he's drawn a bunch of cards and whatnot, I think here I'm just like scoop phase. So I'll be right back with game 2. It's a little more interesting. Alright folks, I mulled down, I don't remember what was in my 7 lands. I think it was like counterspell plus stuff lands. Just wasn't very good. So, but I do have Chalice at 1, and I'm going to start taking a little beat down here. This is rough. But I do have my factory to shut down his ability to beat down, which is cool. And I should have hit him there. I'm not sure why I didn't. But okay, he goes for Naturalize, and I force will that. Because even though I can replay my Chalice, to give him a chance to really go nuts a little is not a good idea in my mind. I play Chalice at 2 here now, because now he's facing me down with a 1/1 against a 2/2. So, let's see how that works out. And he's going to keep hitting me, and I'll keep hitting back. This is just kind of how domestic violence is, I guess. Never stops. I apologize if anyone's actually been the victim of domestic violence, because it's not something to be made fun of in that perspective, but here it's kind of funny. I get an underground sea so that engineered plague comes on. So we'll see how that goes. Now he can actually kind of race me, like he's gonna kill me potentially before I can kill him. So I keep my factory back. And I'm stupid here. Like, guess what Wasteland does? It kills non-basics. I know they only run like 1 or 2 of them, but it really can kill them. So I'm all like, oh, I gotta sit back. I gotta sit back. I can't go killing his guy now. But I do play Tezzerator. I go and get Pithing Needle for Earthcraft, which I like. Like even in retrospect, I think that was the right play. He's gonna beat Tezz down to 1 counter on him. That's cool with me, because now I have my my factory sitting there. And I think about this point, I realize Wasteland is actually active. Nope, still don't realize it. It's really pathetic. I'm kind of embarrassed. But whatever. He isn't really doing much of anything either. He's looking for Cross and Grip or Viridian Shaman, and I mean, I'm looking for more engineered plagues because I don't really want to be like, hey, guess what I've got? Engineered plague. Chalice of the Void here is kind of interesting because I could have set it for 3, but he still has the out of playing Court of Calling for Viridian Shaman for one of my other chalices, and then having it at 3 locks out my Engineered Plague, and I came this close to playing it that way and like locking out my plague. You'll see here, I'm tapping the mana to set it to 3, and then I'm like, whoa, now Engineered Plague is a good card. Maybe we should let it do its thing. Then I see the second one, and I'm just like, oh, yes. So, and there I finally realized, oh, hey, you can outrace the man. And I get Engineered Plague for Elves because that, unless they have the Squirrelcraft combo online, you almost always want to name Engineered Plague for Elves first. The second thing you name is always, always, always Squirrels. Because if you don't, then they'll randomly luck sack into the Squirrelcraft combo. Like, they'll just have it. It doesn't matter. You'll be like insects because they'll have like Wirewood Symbiote or whatever that insect dude is, and they'll have made some insects or whatever, and they'll be beating you down for 2 or 3. But the second you name insects, they will go Squirrelcraft. They'll somehow eradicate or blow up or destroy or remove from game your stuff, preventing them from doing it, and they will be like, 20 tokens hit you in the face, good game. And you're like, wow, that is the lamest deck. So here I think I just am like, cool, fetch land, that's nice, play it. I hang on to the Engineered Plague here because I want him to think like he has outs in Squirrelcraft or in Squirrelcraft making scrolls, or just like something like a Hive Master. If he can remove my stuff, I'm kind of making him waste his clock doing it. But I also don't know which of those threats he might have, because Scrollcraft by itself right now, he can make like 2 tokens and suddenly he shuts down my ability to block, and he can play for the really long game. And I mean, I can blow them up, but it's just like, why would I want to, why make it more work for myself? And at this point, does he scoop? Okay, no. It's like, he played what the heck did he play? Oh, he just scooped it 4. I thought I played swords on something. Okay. Alright, so that was, I'll be back with another video for the 3rd game.